Who do you want to play with? Is there a band where you're like, I'd love to play with them?
A dream band?
Yeah.
That probably won't happen. Well, I would love to sub out Lars from Metallica because
Oh,
he's
bro.
ass. He's ass.
Welcome to our sound.
Welcome to our sound.
Yo, 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 it is your boy dadbOdd, and welcome to our sound. Today we have a local musician, local drummer, Seb Zaher. Thanks for coming out, man.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, so welcome to the studio. Welcome to the Monkeys.
It looks awesome.
Sweet, man. It's cool to have you here, dude. Like, let's just jump right into it. So tell us a little bit about yourself. You're a drummer.
Yeah, so grew up in Sudbury. I'm 17. I've been kind of sort of making bands, but still trying to figure it out because I'm still young, right? Because bars and stuff, 19 plus rules.
Oh, so you
it's-
can't play.
It's hard, man.
Oh, that's
So yeah, it pretty much has to be all ages, or there's got to have like a lot of parents around and stuff.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's pretty annoying.
Yeah, that's rough. But do
Yeah.
you want to be in a cover band, or are you looking to write
Originals mostly.
Yeah, eh?
Yeah, I mean covers are fun, but it's just not the same.
Yeah.
Like you want to be able to make your own music.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
do you just play drums?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to learn a bit of guitar, but I'm not really good at it.
That's cool, though. You know rhythm, bro. That's all you need, man.
That's yeah.
Sweet. That's cool, man. So how long have you been playing music?
Since I was 11, so 6 years.
Wow. How'd you get
Yeah.
started?
Just honestly, just listening to music. My brother started playing not piano, electric keys,
Okay.
and I just thought like I wanted to get into it too, and I just thought drums would be fun.
Nice.
Because growing up, I always had pictures of like me with like drum kits and stuff. Just like because from do you know Animals from the Muppet?
Yeah.
I
yeah,
loved them as a kid, so I want to be like him almost.
Nice, dude.
So yeah, that's kind of how it started.
That's sweet. Animal was wild. That's a
Yeah.
wild drum. Some people say Keith Moon. They call him Animal. Did you hear that, Joey? Yeah, Keith Moon, the Who, right? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
And the way he plays, they're like, he's like Animal.
Oh, he's crazy. Yeah.
That's wild, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. So for those that don't know, Seb, I don't know if you guys know Deke Zaher, who owns Zaher Hummus or owns Zaher's Hummus. This is his son, and your dad was in bands as well, right?
Yeah, he was a bass player.
Nice. So you jam with your dad sometimes?
Not as much, but we used to. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, he's just busy and stuff.
Sweet. So
Yeah.
so you started at 11, and you got into it like through your brother. So when you were learning drums, did you go take lessons, or were you like,
Yeah, I had a drum teacher, but he wasn't as great as I wanted to be.
Right.
So I kind of switched off, and then COVID happened, so I couldn't get lessons. So I was mostly just playing by myself, YouTube videos, all like stuff for myself.
Yeah.
And then I started taking lessons for about a year and a half with Dan Moore, if you know who he is.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. He's
He's a
good
pretty
shit,
cool
man.
guy. Yeah. So yeah, I was at the Sudbury Music Academy.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to. I thought like I was okay where I was, so I just wanted to play it by myself at home
Nice.
to see how it goes.
He's a phenomenal drummer.
Oh, he's awesome. Yeah.
He's really good. There's a couple in town that are amazing, like Andrew. What's his last name? Chanel's boyfriend. Gagnon. Andrew Gagnon. He's amazing.
Yeah.
Chanel Albert. Do you know who that is?
No, I don't.
So she's a local songwriter, and she writes her own originals.
Does she go with the Dev?
She plays at the DAV. She has.
I think I
Or
might
maybe.
have seen her.
Yeah,
Does she
she's-
wear a hat a lot?
I don't know.
No, I don't think she's played at Daventry.
No.
No.
But she's played around quite a bit, and she's writing originals. She put out an album and stuff.
That's awesome, man.
But her drummer is incredible.
Yeah.
Andrew Gagnon, and then Dan is another one who's unbelievable.
Dan's crazy. Yeah.
And he's really good. Dan's good at like recording too. He's got
Oh,
like
yeah.
Ableton. I think he works in that stuff.
Yeah,
too.
especially for like his previous bands like Fortune Losers and stuff, like Good Vibes. Like it's all
Yeah.
great stuff.
So he was he played for Fortune.
Yeah, he was. So I can't remember if it was Wheels or Dan, the first drummer, but he was one of the first two drummers of the band, and self-titled, and I think that's actually what he was only on, was self-titled, or maybe Crown in Vain too.
Okay.
But yeah, he was the drummer for a bit.
He seems like he's in a lot of bands for a little bit, and then they move on from him. Is he? I think he's
Yeah.
really into the Sudbury Music Academy, eh? Like he's
He's a big part of it now.
he's like running it almost.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember when we hung out one time. I went to his place to do a little bit of recording and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, I love my job. I fucking love it. So like he's all about that, like teaching and making sure people are like learning drums the proper way and like sharing
Like
what he knows.
yeah, when he was teaching me, he made sure I had every skill in my muscles, like everything. Like he would make me. It was like some wrist technique that I had to like drop it somehow on the practice pad and make catch without like falling, and he made me redo it over and over, like 60 drumsticks at the end of it.
Oh,
Like, it was
yeah?
crazy, yeah.
Wow. But that's the thing. Now you're like, those are things that are going to come like second nature
Exactly.
now.
Yeah.
The thing too is like we fall into bad habits when we're playing instruments. Like you know what I'm talking about. Like we'll play drums or we'll play guitar and we do things a certain way,
Yeah.
but it's not the proper technique. Like,
Exactly.
he's classic. He's trained. Like I think he went to Cambrian for that.
Did he?
I think so. Like he went through a music program, either Cambrian or Laurentian. Like he knows his
It
stuff.
was probably one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, and like one of the first things when you learn like that kind of like when you actually learn music is like, hey, here's how you sit in a chair when you play.
Yeah.
Here's how you correctly hold the sticks. You know.
There's so much to it, man.
Yeah.
Like people don't understand like so much about drumming, which I hate, because they're just like, no, you're just like hitting it with your hand and then your foot and then your hand. No, that's not what it is,
No.
man. There's like techniques to everything you're doing. You got to be on time. There's a bunch of weird stuff to it.
And like we
it's
talked when
crazy.
we played, you're like, oh, there's a swing on this one, a slight swing.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
That's a whole
Yeah.
other aspect.
I
Like,
know, like jazz is messed up. Like if
Yeah,
you get
dude.
into jazz, it's crazy.
It's cool though.
Like it's not. I wouldn't say it's great to just listen to like anywhere, but like if you really listen to closely, like it's crazy how they do it.
Oh my god, yeah, and it's all improvisational in a way. Like,
Yeah.
some people just go off and like they'll play notes that are wrong, but they just like it's more in music. There's a lot of like tension and then like resolve. So like you
Yeah.
make people feel that tension, then you give them the good feeling by like resolving that
Exactly.
chord. And jazz will take you on a journey of tension before you know what
Yeah.
I mean. Like it's cool.
Yeah.
It's very cool. So. I wanted to ask. So like you learned about jazz. Did you learn about jazz in school? Like
Oh,
with-
actually, from Dan mostly.
from
I
Dan.
just wanted to learn new styles, and he was like, "You want to learn jazz?" I was like, "Sure." And he
nice.
just gave me basic swing beats, and that was like towards the end, like when I stopped taking lessons from him.
Right, right.
So like I kind of just, or actually, I made a Drumeo account, and I got all this access to all bunch free lessons
Oh,
for like
nice.
jazz, even country, but I don't really like country.
But there's a certain way of playing for country that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just mostly brushes. Brushes
Okay.
are a lot used in them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, being a drummer's sweet because like there's a lot of bands out there looking for drummers.
Exactly. Yeah. Nobody plays drums anymore, which sucks.
No, and it's expensive to have drums. Like we're talking, like Joey's looking
Stupidly
at some too, and
expensive.
like
Yeah.
it's a whole investment, man. Like crazy.
It's,
And that's just for 3 pieces.
Yeah, I have a 6-piece.
Oh,
It's
nice.
crazy, yeah. But it was I got it for 1,400 at Long McQuaid, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
came with like all the cymbals and stuff, so it was pretty sweet.
Nice.
But yeah,
That's awesome. What kind of kid is it?
Tama Imperial Star.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
That's sweet. So I want to ask, who was your music teacher in school though? Because we had talked before, and you said you were playing for the school band.
Yeah, it was Mitchell McIntyre.
Okay, okay. So did you do any kind of jazz with that group?
Yeah, I was in a jazz and concert band for a year.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that?
Not as much as I wished.
Okay.
There's just some things that happen. It's just, in general, just the judges were too snobby and stuff.
Oh, like at
Like
Kiwanis?
you,
and stuff?
yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
be
yeah.
so precise. Like if you hit it once, they're like, ah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
yeah. It's
So
like,
what'd you end up getting? Were you like gold or like?
we got silver, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, we got golden cities,
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken, and then silvers in Niagara.
Oh, you went
for
to Niagara.
nationals,
That's
yeah.
sweet, dude.
It's pretty cool.
I remember like when we went. I think the top is platinum, right?
It's diamond. I'm pretty sure it's
Diamond,
called.
platinum, gold, silver, bronze.
Believe so, yeah.
Okay. Because I taught a band and we went to Kiwanis. We went to Nomf. Did you do
What
Nomf?
school? Yeah, that was the Knopf.
Yeah. What's cool? I did it at many schools, but I worked at Marymount.
Oh, cool.
That was my first year. I was like still learning how to do it.
Yeah.
And then I did. They were all elementary, so 7-8 bands or
Fair,
7-8 groups. But yeah, it was St. Charles Chemmy, St. John's Garson, St. James Lively, St. Anne's in Hanmer, and we
Yeah.
made like a super band where we took kids from all the schools. And
What year was that?
oh boy, oh man, that was like 6 years ago, something like that.
Pre-COVID?
What's that?
Pre-COVID or during it?
Pre-COVID.
Nice.
I stopped teaching at around COVID, so everything
Yeah.
happened pre-COVID. But yeah, it was it's fun, man. Like Kiwanis and Nomf, it's like
Yeah.
really interesting. It's not like we're from the valley. We're in at our high school. We didn't have a music program, so
Yeah.
we didn't get involved in any of that. We learned how to play guitar like around a campfire. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So to see how kids that are going to actually musical schools, like in the board that you're in,
Yeah,
to
Rainbow
see how
School,
they're introduced to music in that way, where you're like, there's judges, here's the proper technique, all this stuff. It was really interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just wish there was also like a drum teacher added to it, because it's just one guy controlling everybody, which is kind of a problem in a way, but it works.
Because you don't get the attention you need.
Exactly, because he's mostly focused on like trumpets and like
Yeah.
bass and stuff like that.
And if you're good, he's not.
That,
like,
that
you're
was
fine.
another reason, yeah, because
Yeah.
he knew like I could do it, and I was improvising the whole time, because I'm an improv drummer, right? Like I don't read music sheets.
At all?
No, basically none at all.
Really?
Like obviously, like when it's really hard stuff, like like Gojira and stuff, like heavier stuff, I would somehow or sometimes
Between hearing and looking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
to make sure if it's a triple or a quad or whatever it is.
yeah, yeah.
Because like just sometimes, especially I'm trying to learn bleed my Meshuggah right now,
Okay.
and I'm trying to figure out the patterns because like you hear it and so fast that I was putting at half speed and I still couldn't tell what it was. So sometimes I just look at the sheets and stuff.
Yeah, and you can kind of like by looking, you can kind of make it out. 'Cause
Exactly.
You're talking about with the X's and shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay.
Like hi-hat, kick, whatever.
Yeah, yeah. It's tough.
Yeah, but mostly I just listen to a song and I'm able to play it once.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So do you like mostly metal? But you're into everything.
Yeah, I'm mostly into everything, but I prefer like metal and rock and stuff like that.
Yeah, to play, I guess.
Yeah.
So speaking of rock,
listen to.
go ahead. Sorry, I'll let you finish.
No, I was just gonna say that's what I listen to too. Mostly it's just like rock, heavier stuff, like
Nice.
metal, heavy metal, even like heavier stuff like black metal sometimes. But
Oh yeah.
yeah.
We had a guy on here. Have you heard of This Love Is Drone?
No.
It's like he's one guy, but he makes the music and he has a band now. But he was
Yeah.
saying he's into drone metal.
Drone metal?
Yeah, he's like it's noise, man. It's like bass. It's barely music, but he's like I love it, and I didn't really I didn't really
It's like
hear any.
extremely heavier stuff, probably.
Yeah,
like
apparently.
Infinite Annihilator, kind of. If you know
He
them.
named some bands too, but I forget.
That's stupidly fast. Like you saw the drum cams of it. His foot was like this much off the pedal because he couldn't do that. Yeah,
Holy
it
shit,
was absurd. Yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah,
That's wild, man. The drumming, it's like a whole like I don't even know. To be able to do 4 different things, you know what I mean, and like keep it all steady
Yeah.
on the beat, it's
especially when it comes to like off times and stuff. It's messed up.
yeah. Or if you're going in and out of like off and on the beat,
Yeah,
it's like yeah, it is mess. But I mean, like you work with Dan, you're gonna get that kind of like
exactly. Yeah.
introduction to how to do that, man.
Yeah.
So speaking of like rock music, we were really impressed when we found out that you were playing with Fortunate Losers.
Yeah, I did a couple shows with them.
That's sweet, man. And they're like pretty big. Tell me a little bit about that experience.
Oh, it was awesome actually. So I was supposed to play 2 shows with them, but one they got told to do acoustic, which kind of sucks. But it was pretty cool at the same time.
So did you play the cajon or something?
No, I was just chilling backstage. I
Oh,
was like the roadie for that one.
Okay.
But the one I played was in Ottawa. It was Pandemonium. It was like a small little I want to call it a festival because
Okay.
it was like a huge lineup.
Okay.
So it was the concert itself was called Panda Fest. So it was 4 days with like 20 different bands in a day, and it was crazy.
That's crazy. So how many people are at this fest here?
There was maybe 60, 70 people when I played. It's not like a lot, but it was still a lot for a first gig.
Yeah, dude. It'd
Yeah.
be a lot for me, man. I'd be freaked out.
Yeah.
60, 70 people. God dang.
Yeah.
That's
But,
cool, man.
Yeah, all the other bands on the lineup were way heavier stuff too, which was fun to watch.
How did you get linked up with these guys?
I just so Dan actually.
Okay.
So Dan got out of the band, then got subbed in by someone else, and I guess they found out who I was somehow.
Right.
I'm guessing through a couple people that I know that they're friends with, and they just suggested to me holy words, and they were just like, "You want to do a show with us?" I was like, "Sure,"
Nice.
and that's just how it kind of happened.
And now, if there's another gig and they need someone, they know who to call. kind of
Hopefully,
thing.
yeah. So like, the main drummer right now is Devin.
Okay.
So whenever he doesn't make a gig, I probably get subbed in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's sweet, dude.
yeah,
And then through them, you might be able to meet another band that's like, we need a permanent drummer. And,
yeah.
Like, do you want to do this? For, like, what's your goal with this?
Hopefully to do it for a living, but it's hard, man, because there's not much money in it.
Yeah. Do you want to tour and stuff? Like, be.
Yeah,
Yeah, eh?
yeah, I definitely want to.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, I'm starting a band right now with a couple other people. I don't want to say too much about it, just because it's just not fully formed yet.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be cool.
That's sweet, dude.
Yeah,
That's sweet. I'll tell you one thing, dude. If you're getting into music, focus on music. Stay away from all the nonsense, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nonsense. There's a lot of people are like, I'm your buddy, but they're not your buddy.
exactly.
And
Yeah,
they're offering you things you shouldn't be taking to stay away.
yeah.
But if you can stay away, man, and really hone your skills, you could be a session drummer.
Hopefully, yeah.
Like, you can do all kinds of stuff, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. So I was doing studio work for a guy in the valley.
Who's that?
Aiden Boyd.
Yeah, okay. I think
Yeah.
what's his name of his studio?
Oh, I don't know his studio, but I know he goes by like AK Boyd.
Okay, we know Aiden though. He was at the open mics. He's got a wicked
Yeah.
voice, man. He's unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So you're doing studio work. Would you be in a band with him?
If he wants to.
That's cool.
Right now,
man.
I'm just doing like studio work just because it's fun and you know you need a drummer. So
And he pays you?
No, just because I want to get my name out there.
That's cool.
That was
That's-
like kind of like the deal. Was that like I get the credit for like my drum parts, and I just get like my name out there for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good though, man. And you learn about how to be in the studio, and like,
Yeah.
playing to a click is way different than playing a show.
It was actually pretty funny in the recording studio because it was like a little like mic booth that I was in, like, you know, for like singers and stuff.
Yeah.
So I had to like crap my whole drum kit in it, like take out some like the foam and stuff off the walls. It was hilarious.
Oh, just so you can get in there.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Nice.
I was just using snare, hi-hat, ride, crash, and bass drum pretty much. Like
Wow.
no toms, no floor toms, no nothing. It was just
Bare
basic
bones.
boots and cats.
Do you find it hard playing on a click, like playing to nothing?
I actually didn't use a click for it. I did I was just listening to the tracks because there was just some parts that were slightly off, so it was like off the metronome a bit. So I was like, F this, I'll do it like no track because I play like that anyways at home.
Yeah.
So I did that, nailed it, and he was impressed with it. So yeah,
That's cool.
yeah,
And now, like, even if you were to be off of it, they could just go like boop boop boop, tweak
Exactly.
it, and you're on. Like,
Yeah.
it's nothing.
yeah.
That's cool, man. That's sweet.
But yeah, like metronomes are awesome to use because you're perfectly on time. It's good for practicing itself because when you don't have a metronome, you want to be on time, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I don't personally use a metronome when I practice. It's just mostly when I'm trying to really focus on like a harder song, or if I really need to focus on studio work or something like that.
Yeah, you're like, okay, I want to be tight.
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started practicing guitar to a metronome just
Yeah.
to like stay. For me, like if I'm singing and playing, it's like easy to fall a bit because you're
I
kind of
was gonna
just.
say, is it harder with a metronome to sing at the same time?
It is well, at first it was, but now it's starting to get easier. The more I do it, now I can kind of get in a groove where like I'm just.
Fair.
But I gotta move. I'm realizing like the body's got to move.
Yeah, you gotta have that little jiggle.
So yeah, like a little swing, a little jiggle
Yeah.
here, and then you can kind of get into how you want the vibe to be, and then the lyrics seem to come.
Yeah,
But I'm finding it's a lot better. I'm finding myself feeling more confident when I'm playing a song too.
for sure.
So and staying on time with this kid a lot better too, because like he's the drummer, so I'm glued.
Yeah.
I try to be glued to him.
Everyone follows the drummer.
Yeah, man. Well, not everyone. Sometimes you hear
Yeah.
bands where they don't.
Narvana.
Yeah, we're getting better at that. At the beginning, I think we were like falling off from the drummer. We were all kind of like separate, but now we're
Yeah.
really trying to glue ourselves in, and it's getting a lot better.
Yeah, like once the whole band gets used to it, it's so perfect.
Yeah,
like
dude.
it's like I don't know how to explain it. Like I feel like especially for live performances, you don't need a click, but it's good to have one. But if your band's really tight, you should be fine.
Yeah.
Like I've seen a lot of bands where they had no metronome, not even earpieces in, and they were perfectly on time. Everything was awesome.
Okay.
Like
Fortunate Losers, did they have it?
no
You use a click? No click.
no click at
Just
all.
jam.
I wasn't even using earpiece.
Wow.
Yeah, so I just saw April Wine yesterday, or
Yeah.
was it Saturday or Sunday?
Might have been Saturday.
Yeah, I think it was Saturday.
Yeah, they were at.
But yeah, no earpieces or nothing. I was like, damn.
they're just jamming out
Yeah,
together.
exactly. It was just like a whole jam session.
Yeah, if you play together that long, I mean, by now you should be pretty tight. Like you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like they've been
Yeah.
around since like the 70s,
60s.
60s.
I'm for sure. I can't remember. I think it's either. I saw Chili Whack too, so I think Chili Whack was in '69,
Okay,
and April Wine was in like 70, 71 or something like that.
that's wild, man.
Yeah.
My mom used to like really love April Wine.
Really?
Oh yeah, I loved them.
That's
She'd
awesome.
always talk about them.
Yeah.
It's wild, man, to think that they're still touring.
Yeah, they just-
2024.
Yeah, I was gonna say they just got back in like 2018. I want to say. For sure.
that's
They
crazy.
said someday on stage. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
My buddy Dustin, just to go back to the click, he's a guitar. Do you know Dustin Moore?
Yeah, I saw the bout.
Yeah, you
podcast,
watched the pod with him. Okay, yeah, he swears by a click, and we were talking about this, and he had a band called Vintage Slang,
Yeah.
and he was telling me how like they used to not play with one, and the drummer didn't want to, and then eventually he's like, fine, they like pressured him,
Yeah.
and then he did it, and now he's like, dude, I love it, like it just the band just, whooshed,
Yeah.
you know. And we tried a few times just having it play out of the speakers, having like a little, what was it? It was like a shaker sound. Yeah, it was like a shaker sound going on, and we'd play to it. And some songs were like, yeah, that was great. And then other songs were like, ooh,
Yeah.
a little tougher. Like when you get into the swings and like the offbeats, it's a
Yeah.
little tougher. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool though, man. That's good. It's good that you're keeping it in your arsenal of things you can.
Exactly.
utilize,
Yeah.
you know?
So like that's what's really important about drummers or for drummers is that they have to at least play with a click couple times to know if they're right or not.
Yeah.
Because if you're like even like when I play Avenged Sevenfold, oh my God, words again. Sometimes I would even just put the click on my Yamaha EAD10. If
Okay.
you know what that is, it's like the drum. Yeah.
Yeah, I sent that's the
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I have. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like it's an it should be in every drummer's arsenal.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Like even Ellis DePario uses it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Who's that?
The one-hand drummer? They
He's a crazy fast drummer online. He's got like this goatee kind of, and he's like,
Oh yeah, yeah,
he's
yeah.
like,
it's crazy.
nuts, man.
He was playing Heretic Anthem with like one hand and stuff. It
That's
was insane.
okay. Yeah. And he wears a hat all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I know that guy. He's good, man.
Half the
Holy
time he's
moly.
either like drinking something or just smoking and
Yeah,
joints. It's
just smoking
hilarious.
and
Oh my
Yeah.
And he's playing.
Yeah,
man.
it's hilarious. You're just like, like it's absurd.
That's
You guys
cool.
like is it a gravity roll? Is that what that
Yeah,
is?
we're just
Like,
yeah. He's
against
like,
the rim shot against
Yeah.
the rim, and you go up and down.
I don't know what the other drummer's called. There's a drummer that inspired him to do the hi-hat trick, where he balances the stick on the hi-hat and it's just like wobbling like this kind of.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think were you telling me about that or showing me something there?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool. That's
yeah, it's
cool.
crazy.
I almost got a black eye like last week just trying to do this bounce trick. I was like, oh yeah, fuck, he makes it look easy. He just bounces it and catches it. Boom.
It's
fucking
not
right
as
in the
hard as
eye,
it
yeah.
looks, man.
right in the fucking eye. I was like, I thought I was bleeding.
Oh my
bleeding.
God.
I was like, man, that hurt. Next day, I went to scratch my eye,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh, there's a bruise there for sure, man.
Yeah. Like funny story about rehearsal of the singer from Fortune Losers, Dev. So I was just jamming with him, right? Rehearsal. It was just me and him. And my stick broke. It almost flew and like hit him in the head.
Oh.
It was like fast too. Yeah. It
Is
was yeah.
This is like the scary parts of being in a band, man. People can get hurt. Normally it's a drummer.
It's a dangerous sport, man.
It is, yeah. It's like UFC. It's like mixed martial arts up in here.
Except for drumsticks and strings. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. You
Yeah.
go through them a lot. Do you go through sticks?
Too many.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
to the point where I have to get the buckets at Long McQuaid.
Yeah.
I just grab a whole pile because they're like $3 a pair.
Oh yeah.
And so,
Okay.
because I used to get like the $20 pairs, I would still break a pair a day.
Oh yeah.
Because
Okay.
I hit hard, dude.
I got some here that you should try, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're made out of harder wood.
What?
Like one of them's Hakashira oak. It's
Yeah.
like what Neil Peart uses.
Yeah.
They're
I use red hickory. It's awesome.
they're pretty wild, man. They're
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
strong. They're hardly breaking. And I got these other maple ones that I'm trying. The David
Nice.
Reckel, I think.
Cool.
And those ones, like same thing, man.
What size do you use?
I don't know, dude.
Fair, fair. I
Whatever-
use 7
whatever
Bs. Like
feels
they're,
good.
I'm not a real drummer.
dude, try 7 Bs. It's 5 Bs. It's crazy. Like they're so thick. They're like this
Oh
thick.
yeah, that's guaranteed. That's what those black ones I had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they're nice though.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Like it's hard to play fast with them, but you hit hard and they don't break. Like 5 Bs is what I use just so I don't break them.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So you
you-
practice every day?
Not as much, just because I'm kind of busy right now. But I
Okay.
try the most I can.
Yeah.
Like while I play Call of Duty and stuff, I have like my double kick setup and my my practice mat. I'm just like practicing like weird patterns and stuff.
Oh, while you're playing Call of
Yeah.
Duty? Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's awesome. That's cool. So
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you because we played a gig together. We did the library gig, which by the way that was fun. Thank you.
Yeah,
for
it was
doing that.
awesome, man.
Dude, what'd you think of playing with John?
It was pretty. I love John.
Oh my
He's
god,
awesome.
he's so good, dude.
I know. I saw him at the Italian Fest. He was playing with Pepper from
Yeah.
Long McQuaid. It was
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. They're in a band together called Cold Cut with my
Oh, is
buddies.
that what it was?
Was there a guitar player singing?
Yeah, with like a
that's-
goatee.
yeah,
kind of,
JP
yeah.
St. Tonge.
Right.
And
yeah.
then their drummer, I forget the drummer's name, but he's good too.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I never played with a player that good.
Yeah, I know. He was just improvised. Like the solos and stuff on the keyboard was messed up.
It was, and it was so on.
I know.
Phased at all. Like things were going wrong, and he's like, "It's good."
He's
I-
so chill. Just like
Yeah.
I'm having fun, man.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's like, I'm playing in a library. Like he's probably played bigger shows. Like this is just
Yeah.
this is practice for me.
Yeah, exactly.
But I went right next to him, and I'm like, this I'm gonna enjoy this. And he was
Yeah.
just so good. It was
he was
awesome.
unbelievable, man.
I think next time if we do it again, because I know that he wants to
John.
do it again.
John.
Yeah. Well, let's get closer, the three of us.
Yeah.
And we'll get a little closer, and I think we can get we'll get real tight. Because
Cool.
I think when we were playing, you were kind of a little
I was
closer to
yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah, I was like right next to him.
Yeah.
So the mic setup was I was like right here where this mic is. He was like right here.
Yeah.
Like his foot was like pretty much touching mine.
Yeah. So I think if you're closer to us, we just do our thing together.
Yeah.
And then he could just be on sing on top of it. You know what I
Fair.
mean? But yeah, I think that'll be fun, dude. I'm trying to get us a gig with Ryan and you
Yeah.
at an old folks home.
Cool.
if we can. It'd be cool to just have you play cajon and play guitar.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see what we can do with that there. But
Cool.
what do you think of playing? Like, you're playing with older dudes. Like, how does that?
I mean, I like that better, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah, because you guys already know what you're doing.
that's true, bro. That's true. Because at 17, a lot of players are probably pretty.
Like, I would consider myself okay for my age,
Right.
but like I'm not a professional or anything yet, so I can't like say anything.
But dude, you're playing with like a band that's on the radio, dude. Like,
Fair.
you're pretty good, man.
Fair.
I think keep that humility and keep
Yeah.
practicing, man. It's
Yeah.
only gonna give you good things. It'll pay off for sure.
Like, yeah, like the way I picture it is like I'm only 17 right now. Like, imagine when I'm like 25. Like,
Yeah.
Ellis the party is only 27.
You know, I started playing in grade 7. No,
I
got my
think
drums
I
at grade
was- yeah.
7. I played till grade 10. That's it. I never touched drums after that.
Really?
I just picked them back up. January is when we started implementing the drum kit.
Before
Why do
you
you
just
quit?
playing the cajon.
They're just the room, and I got into
Fair.
bad influences, and
Fair.
Yeah.
like he was saying, don't just stick to the music.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
And then it wasn't as fun playing alone anymore, right? I wanted to like go to a party and play guitar with everybody, and I already played guitar prior to that, so
Oh,
I just
awesome.
kept playing guitar. But now with starting to play the cajon, I was like, well, shit, a drum set would be kind of fun, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we decided to,
And now he's in
Cajon's-
here every night.
Yeah.
Every
Oh,
night
yeah.
he's in here practicing.
yeah.
Co-
To get it back, man.
Yeah. Cajon is surprisingly fun to play on, dude.
Oh, dude.
There's not a lot of
so
things
fun.
you could do on it. Cause just like here, like for lighter tap, here heavier tap on the sides, kind of like just like a
Yeah, like
Oh,
a
it's
little,
like-
little
like a
bit of a
little,
shit,
like
like
a-
a more
yeah.
attack to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
just like three things kind of that you can hit. Well, obviously you can like be fancy and like move around, but it's not like the same. Like the main three spots are just three spots.
Yeah, but the things that the way that you can just kind of, it's more organic.
Yeah.
And like when you're playing with an acoustic, it's a full sound for just two people.
Exactly.
And it really like it brings that groove, man. It's fun. Like I do a library jam, and I play with a bunch of old dudes that are like playing guitar and they've been playing their whole life kind of
Yeah.
thing. And they come out and like I play cajon, and
Okay.
it's fun, bro.
I know.
Yeah, man. And then when you really get into it, and you're like, oh, we're going now. This is
Yeah.
awesome. It's pretty cool.
Like, the way I picture it is like the top part of it is kind of like a snare, the
Yeah.
middle is like a bass, and the side's like a hi-hat. So I was
Yeah.
kind of like using that like kind of like off beats and stuff too.
That's cool.
Especially with, like swing stuff, like when we were playing Elvis.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, yeah, even Frank
We
Sinatra.
did Sinatra, Elvis. We did
Like,
Neil
yeah.
Diamond.
Yeah,
Like-
like Neil Diamond.
I was just like, wow, this is. It's still
Yeah.
out there though. People still love it.
Yep.
And I'm thinking of you. I'm like, this kid's 17 playing Elvis. Like this must be boring.
It wasn't that boring. It was not too bad.
They're good tunes. Like they're
Yeah.
kind of they're bops. You know, a few of them I was like, I like this song.
Yeah,
That Blue Jeans, Forever in Blue Jeans.
that
there.
was actually pretty fun.
Yeah, man.
There was
I
also,
really enjoyed that song. There's
Sweet
like the guitar
Caroline.
part's so cool. Sweet Caroline's
Sweet
fun.
Caroline was awesome to play.
And then we knew it too. Everybody's gonna sing, and of course, they just all went there. It was awesome.
John in the back.
Yeah.
What he was gonna say? Oh my god.
And then the things she was doing, like at the beginning, I was doing this really like off thing for the the dun da da dun da
Yeah.
da. But I'm like doing like just two chords, kind of like it wasn't very good. But then he brings in his little ideas, and I'm like, whoa, like it's sounding like it now. Like,
I know
Yeah,
he.
that's jamming, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
But this guy Joey, unreal keyboard player, dude. I've
He
never.
can do anything, dude.
He's so good.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. It was ridiculous. John Felsman, man. Shout out to John Felsman. So
Yeah, he's
good.
awesome, dude.
So good. I want us to go see them live, man. And then Pepper's amazing too. Their whole band, like JP, my buddy JP, was their singer.
Yeah,
Unbelievable guitar player. Unbelievable singer. Pepper's an amazing bass player.
he's awesome.
That whole
actually, I'm
band,
pretty
they
sure
don't
he's
even-
teaching my brother right now.
Oh yeah.
Bass, yeah.
Oh nice.
Yeah, my brother's actually starting. He's actually pretty good now. He's only 13. He's already playing like Avenged Sevenfold and stuff.
Would you do a band with him?
Eventually, I'll
Wait,
give
so-
him some time, but yeah.
Yeah,
we're-
yeah.
yeah.
That's cool though, man. Brother, there's bands out there that are family. Like, you ever hear of Chevelle?
Yeah, Gojira too.
Gojira, yeah. They're,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to figure. I know a lot of them. I just can't remember. Hold up.
There's a
There's
few.
Gojira. There's Chevelle. There's
Biffy Clyro. There's two brothers.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. My brain's not
What's
working.
Chevelle considered?
It's like a pop metal. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Kind of.
It's not like
It's not.
when I think of metal, I always think of it. It sounds so scary.
Yeah.
It's
Whereas this
evil.
stuff, it's like it's just he's sad. He's a sad.
And it's intense music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's a sad man.
Grrr.
Yeah, he's angsty. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a band called Biffy Clyro from Scotland where the
Yeah.
drummer and the bass player are brothers and they're twins and it just they're so tight.
Yeah.
And I think if you're playing with your brother, Can you imagine that rhythm?
Look at Oasis, man.
Yeah, there you go. Well, they're not. They're like
When they were.
when they were on.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Everybody wants them to come back. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Play
yeah.
Wonderwall, man.
The chemistry is amazing, man. So
Yeah.
that'd be cool if you could jam with him.
Especially because if you live with him too, like I am right now, like you could just jam all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Learning the bass is a whole other thing too. It's what you need as like that's what you're following. The bass and the drums are always
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the.
groove, right?
Yeah.
It's the most on time. Yeah.
Yeah, so
'Cause
it's
it-
cool that he could like he
Yeah.
could get really good.
Yeah,
playing with
dude.
A drummer.
Like
And
he's surprisingly already really good for 13.
That's
It's
sweet.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So like, you guys got music in your blood. Like that's
Yeah.
clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And bass, I find, is an underrated instrument.
Yep.
Oh, it is.
Like
It is.
people don't realize how important it is to the groove, how it supports
Yeah,
Yeah.
you take it away and it's like,
something. It doesn't feel the way it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like a lot of people are like, it's not a guitar.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Like it's
yeah,
better.
no, man. Bass and drums.
Like
It is.
everyone just wants a solo. Just like I want to look cool on stage,
you
man.
gotta be able to play rhythm and
Yeah. Yeah.
strum, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm over the wankery of soloing. Like I know this might be like one of those hot topic types of things, but like I can't. If I see a guy who's good at guitar, cool. But if he sits there and like just shreds, I'm like, bro, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Like
But it's hard.
it's hard, but like
a
what?
whole other skill,
It's
man.
not for us. Like we're just hearing a bunch of notes being thrown at us. Like I don't know. Personally, this is just my personal opinion. I find it's just a bit much now. Before it was the thing. Now it's like, give me a good melody and a riff. You don't have
Exactly,
to
yeah.
sit there and wank around. But to each their own. This is just
I think music is missing a good solo like it used to have in the 70s though.
Fair.
good
Like a
solos.
good breakdown, a jam. It's like there's a jam, there's a solo, there's some,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think music is missing that nowadays.
Yeah.
I
And-
find.
And solos are, you don't want just any solo. Like the solo in the middle by
Yeah.
Jimmy
yeah.
Jimmy Eat World.
Santeria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
John
have-
Ledbetter.
They're melodic. Yeah, they're not just like here's a bunch of fucking notes. It's like no, here's a line of melody to make you feel something.
It's like tasty.
Yeah.
That's the only way to explain it. It's tasty.
It's tasty. It's like, oh, but
Yeah.
I find now it's just like I can hit this many notes in this amount of time. It's like, well, cool.
Yeah. Like you're talking about Santeria. Like I love Sublime, but did you see clips of the new singer, his son?
Yeah.
Rome. Oh,
yeah,
his
it's
son?
yeah,
Brad
it's,
Noel's son?
yeah.
Yeah, man. They
Whoa.
got a new release and everything.
It's-
and it's good, man. It's like it's
Really?
sublime.
But the only part I don't like, he effed up the solo Sublime on stage.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
brutally bad. I was
In
like,
what I got
"Ugh."
is Santeria?
Yeah.
Ah,
I was like, that was like a kick in the gut.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
you're like, oh.
His voice is awesome. Like the whole song was okay until he played the solo. I was like, shit.
Big crowd though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
he was
it
probably
good.
nervous there.
I got some shoes to fill too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. And that was like, what an impact that
25.
band.
Yeah.
I think it's 25 years ago.
Is
Yeah,
that
they
what
were
it was?
playing with Rome. It was Sublime
Yeah,
and
Sublime
Rome
and
before,
Rome.
and then he just changed. They kicked him off and just replaced him with him.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like,
Well, Rome's gonna be all over with the
Oh,
reggae
yeah.
rock scene and stuff like.
Rome's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a
Sweet.
big fan of
Yeah.
the whole reggae rock.
yeah, he's. Do you watch? What is it? Sugar Shack?
Sessions?
No, I don't.
It's pretty cool, man. It's like
Yeah.
live stuff, but they're outside and it's all. It's cool.
Do you see the one of Sublime and Rome? It was at a Guitar Center, I'm pretty sure, or it was some guitar. Was it guitar? I don't know. It's on YouTube somewhere, but they were playing it. Same place as Coheed and Cambria did Welcome Home. It was awesome.
Oh, it's kind of like the
Oh,
desk,
like
the
Tiny Desk.
It's kind of like Tiny
Kind of. It was like how Sirius XM does like the Howard Stern show where
Yep.
they just play live. It was like that, but like it was crazy.
That was good. Their acoustic set they did on. It was
Yeah.
nuts.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
good.
Nuts.
See those solos, that's like on the edge.
Yeah.
Like
I
I,
like
I
that.
like those, but it's almost too much in my opinion. But they're pretty cool. Some of them are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Like so
wild
long that
band.
follows a song, it's just
Yeah,
If it doesn't follow the song, it's just what's the point?
yeah, yeah. No, absolutely. What are some
Yeah.
other bands you're into? Like,
Oh, I like heavier stuff.
well, anything, man.
Top 5 would probably be Avenged Sevenfold.
Okay.
Trying to think smart here.
Well, whatever you're into, man. There are no wrong answers. You could say Justin Timberlake, and I'd be like, cool, man.
Justin Timberlake. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I really love Sublime now. I'm really getting into them. Probably Sublime, Avenged Sevenfold. Asking
Yeah.
Alexandria, they're awesome.
I never heard of them.
They're heavy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's like I want to say it's like emo metalcore kind of. It's like the really start of metalcore, like where like Attack and stuff were in.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Those are cool bands. And going back to Sublime, because I want to talk a little bit about the impact that, like, how long were they a band touring? He put out like a record.
Till he died.
Yeah, like
I think it was 2 albums. It was self-titled and 40 ounces or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It was like short.
and they weren't even at their peak yet. He was on his way.
Yeah. And then he had to stop.
that's-
Yeah.
The drummer's good with his hi-hats. He's good with it.
It's crazy, dude. He's playing triples.
With-
It's
with
not
one.
fours. I
Yeah,
know.
I-
It's
I
it's
I
absurd.
try to. I follow there sometimes, and I'm in here jamming. I'm like, that's where I got the fan going down.
Yeah, it's
my
hard, man.
wrist.
Yeah.
Man. It blows my mind to think the impact that band had. Not now, 25 years ago. Now there's a 17-year-old kid who's like, oh, yo, I'm into that. It's like
Yeah.
this guy.
And-
Such a shame.
And now that his son's in it,
Yeah.
it's like it's gonna open up this
Like a new generation.
whole new generation.
Yeah.
The whole reggae rock thing could come back.
It's
Yeah.
cool, man. Dude, bring it back, man. Because Sublime was really unique and like, I like the West Coast in general, bro. A lot of good
Yeah.
music comes out of the West Coast, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I could go on tangents about like,
Fair.
bands are, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to check out. There's a couple bands you probably like. Biffy Clyro. If you like metal, these guys aren't metal, but they're very experimental rock. They're
Yeah.
from Scotland, and the drummer's pretty wild, and
Cool.
they're a 3-piece, but you'd never know it, man. They're
Yeah.
like it's saturated with like cool riffs and like
Like another band I love too is the Blue Stones. I don't know if you ever heard of them.
Yeah, yeah, they're
I saw
newer,
them
man.
live at the Glorious Sons. It was insane. It's just two people,
yeah
guitars
yeah.
and drums. It was crazy.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Like that's like what's that other band? Black Keys. Like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
two
And
people.
the White
but-
Stripes. Yeah.
White Stripes, yeah.
Yeah.
There's one band out of the UK where it's a bass player and a drummer. I want to say it's not Death from Above, but that's another one. Death from Above, 1979. But this band from the UK, but the bass sounded like a guitar. It was like a thick guitar.
Yeah, yeah. Same for the Blue Stones. Like you put so much like distortion on it and so much bass on it that it sounds like an actual bass. It's messed up.
So you're getting more of the frequencies. It's not so like
Exactly.
thin, I guess, right?
And he puts a lot of effects on it. Like he has like 4 pedal boards on stage. He's just moving around the whole time. It's awesome.
That's 4 pedal. Can you imagine that, man?
At least like I saw him and he started here and he was like over here on the stage.
And you got to know what to push. You got to know when and like.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah. And the drummer also had like pads and stuff, so you can change some stuff up.
That's cool.
Like the sounds of his kid, I guess, like effects on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you experimented with pads yet?
Not yet. I've wanted to though. It
They're
looks
cool.
pretty
He's
fun.
got some that we use from time to time with samples on there. Like
Yeah.
we'll load up samples, and then we'll just kind of use them and put them in.
Cool.
Throughout. Yeah, it's fun, man.
Yeah.
And I think it's becoming a really big part of a drummer's arsenal now.
It is, yeah.
Because with now when you write music, it's not just like, okay, we're gonna play this beat. It's like we're gonna add these elements that aren't on a drum kit.
Yeah, the sneaky
know.
parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you are you an auxiliary percussionist lover? Like, do you like throwing in different sounds?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
okay.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, I could
Like-
kind of tell that from when you were playing the cajon. Like, you're like, oh, I'm gonna hit here and like for
Yeah.
this, and it's like, okay, it's not just I'm playing a beat. It's like I'm giving you these sounds to make a feeling.
Yeah, even like my covers and stuff, like I want to try to add more stuff like cajon and like even Arab drums. Like if you watch one of my covers, I did Pierce the Veil, Bulls in the Bronx,
Okay.
and I was using an Arab drum. Like there's a part where it changes the song completely. Do you know that song, Bulls in the Bronx? It's kind of like emo-ish, but it's awesome.
Who's that
But
by? Bull in the Bronx?
Pierce the Veil.
Pierce the Veil. Okay, I've heard of
Yeah,
him.
but there's a part where it completely changes to like kind of like I don't know how to explain it, dude. It was like kind of dancey, but there was like Arab drums and like cajones and shakers. It was crazy.
That's wild, man.
Yeah, and then turns right into a drum kit and back to like high pitched vocals and stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
The style.
I wonder if he does that live. If he makes that. Yeah, he does.
Yep. Yeah,
Wow.
he has it on the side. Uses sticks and stuff. I'm pretty sure.
I like when bands do that, man. Bringing
Yeah.
in different sounds. Like, it doesn't have to be like just the same old thing. You can bring in other elements to bring a different vibe. You know, it's cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Dance Gavin Dance?
Yes.
That's like an interesting metal. That's a very strange, very
Yeah.
good style.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like a hip hop over like.
Yep.
It's like overtones, undertones of hip hop. I don't know. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuart Copeland was kind of like a drummer like that, where he's like some songs he's standing up and he's like
Yeah.
hitting all kinds of other shit.
That's cool.
And yeah, man, it's pretty interesting.
That's
That's police.
Police. Yes.
Yep.
Did you know he had an album? He put out an album. This is a funny story, and it involves Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl, when he ended Nirvana, he bought this. He wasn't sure. He wanted to put out music. He wasn't sure what to call himself. He didn't want to be called Dave Grohl because then everyone would be like, "Oh, that's the drummer for Nirvana."
Yeah.
So he bought this record, and I forget what it was called, but it was some random name. And then he found out that it was Stuart Copeland's his own record with songs that he was performing,
Oh my god.
and that gave him the idea to go with like a different name. So he went with the Foo
Yeah.
Fighters. But I didn't realize he put out his own record. That's wild. I think it was
I had no
Stuart
idea,
Copeland.
too.
I'm almost positive. Yeah. Yeah, the Police are pretty wild.
Oh, it was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Like he changes so much the hi-hat and ride. Like if you listen close to trying to think that song. LS DePario did a cover of it. It was it's not Roxanne, it's not Every Time You Breathe. It's what is it called?
No,
No.
that one's good.
He's got a lot of good ones. I have a playlist on my thing. It's not in here.
Don't stand
It's with
so.
it's the song with Sting.
Yeah,
He's
don't
featured.
stand so close to me. Is that
I
the
think
one?
so.
Please don't.
I'll have to show you after.
Yeah, we'll pull it
It
up.
was crazy. Yeah.
We can't do it now because we'll get
Yeah.
demonetized, or we'll get just striked because
Yep.
it's a copyright.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It'd be cool to be able to just throw music on right now and talk about what we're hearing. Wouldn't that
Yeah.
be wicked?
It would be.
Too bad we can't do that. Sorry, y'all.
Damn YouTube.
Oh man, they're really strict, dude.
Yeah.
They're very, very strict. It's like
Yep.
it makes it. We had a really good idea for a pod, and it's kind of getting shifted now because of this copyright issue. There's ways around it there that
Yeah.
we can do, but yeah,
It's so stupid how they do it. Like, just let us play music, man.
yeah. But they're like, no, people gotta get paid.
I mean,
some bands will waive their copyright. Like Kendrick Lamar waived
Yeah.
all his for the last few singles that he put out.
oh, cool.
So anyone can use them. It's
Yeah.
all good. They can all make money off of his songs. I was like, that's pretty cool. More bands.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if more bands did that.
Yeah.
But people want to get paid.
Yeah.
You know, can't all be rich like that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, that's cool, man. I'm glad that we got to chat about like this stuff, and
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I'm interested to see where you end up. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep practicing, keep
Thanks,
playing,
man.
and try. I know I'm a hypocrite saying this, but practice every day, bro.
Yeah.
You should if you're good.
want
I
to,
know.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I don't.
Maybe
I
should
should.
be the one saying practice every
Yeah, this guy'll tell you. I have excuses, but
Yeah.
He's got a mic.
I got a lot of other stuff like music, and I'm trying to record songs, but
Yeah.
I think doing it every day, keeping yourself sharp, dude, the opportunities are gonna
Yeah.
keep coming, and
Yeah.
I'm really hoping that you get on with the Fortunate Losers again. 'Cause
I hope
they're-
so, dude.
They're doing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you want to play with? Is there a band where you're like, I'd love to play with them?
A dream band?
Yeah.
That probably won't happen. Well, I would love to sub out Lars from Metallica. 'Cause
Oh,
he's
bro.
ass. He's ass.
Get him out of there anyways.
Yeah.
No, he's all right.
I was just watching. Ironically, I was just watching a clip earlier of them doing "Am I Evil" with the old guitarist, the Diamond Head, and there's one part where he goes into a fill, goes back to the song, and he brutally messed it up. Like he was like and he paused and he looked at everybody. He was like over again, and he restarted. And I
Oh
was like,
my
oh
God.
boy,
Lars, what a guy.
especially for someone that big from Diamond Head,
Yeah, dude.
you can't do that, dude.
Come on, man. He's a bit, I don't know. He's a bit weird, that guy.
Yeah.
He's like, apparently, who was it? Someone was in an interview saying that, like, he's a drunk. He's not a nice guy when he drinks. And, like,
Yeah.
I don't
Wouldn't
know.
be surprised.
Yeah, he's kind of
Yeah.
one of those dudes. Nice dude.
Way too much ego.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, I'm in Metallica. Let me fuck up every fill I do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we could talk about Lars, but nah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a couple days worth of conversation.
Yeah, exactly. And there's lots of stories, like especially back when we were young, the Napster. You heard about the Napster
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were huge. They were like, you're stealing, and it was a big thing. And, like,
Copyright.
obviously,
Yeah.
the future was not in their favor. Everything kind of went to streaming, but he was
Yeah.
a big advocate for shutting them down.
Yep. There's still memes all over about it.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I love memes, dude. That's how I learn about stuff.
I was watching your memes earlier.
Yeah, like just whatever memes are good. My memes, you watch my memes too.
Yeah, I was talking about you posted on your story. You're like, I'm waiting for more Trump ones, dude. I got some Trump ones.
Oh yeah, okay,
yeah.
send them my way, man. The Trump, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, now let me ask you this: Did the Trump thing? Did he plan that?
No, but the guy shooting it has no idea what he's doing. Apparently,
He shot five shots and didn't hit him once. Or well, he
that's
hit the ear.
pathetic.
Yeah.
Like,
you're gonna
he
be
shot
a-
his ear,
like-
and you're trying to kill the president.
like,
You gotta
get
hit
him,
him,
dude.
dude.
No, we don't want nothing to happen to Trump. But,
Well, no, we don't.
but
we
dude,
don't,
he was
yeah.
like, he got up. He was like, yeah, like
yeah.
everyone
His ear
loves this
bloody
man
and
now.
everywhere. Yeah.
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 Wild, dude. Crazy. I'm
Like,
it's impressive almost that there was an assassination attempt and he lived,
and he brutally missed.
and the guy brutally missed. Someone died though.
Two people.
Two
Two
people
people
died,
died.
so he didn't miss.
Two from the crowd, and the shooter died.
They killed the shooter.
Yeah, it's kind of a bad meme, but there's like the picture online of like the shooter obviously like dead and stuff.
Yeah.
But, like someone like photoshopped like Peter Griffin on top of him, like no Peter. It was like, oh god.
Oh man.
Yeah.
How old was the shooter? Who was
20.
he? 20-year-old.
Yeah, he just graduated from some high school in the States.
And was he like? What was his back? Was he like a left wing kind of?
Oh no, he was whatever Trump's opposite party
Yeah.
is.
Okay, but he's really into that.
Yeah,
Damn. That's crazy, man.
it's messed up, dude.
And I learned all about this through memes. I saw a meme of him, and I'm like, something happened with Trump.
Oh, dude, I saw like as soon as it happened, like I was playing Call of Duty, I went on my phone and just started getting spam, so I was like, oh no.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
The first thing I saw was just a picture of like him like covering his ear and stuff. I was like, did he get like punched or something? I go on the news and like I replayed it like it was on YouTube because I don't want to go on actual news.
Yeah.
So I scrolled back because you can watch it back from the start, and I saw like the bullet hit him. I was like, oh.
Yeah, man. I saw the first thing I saw was something. It was like I don't know if it was what's his name, 50 Cent or Tupac, but it was like you couldn't stop me. The bullets couldn't stop me or something like that. I'm like, what's happening here?
Do you see what 50 Cent did at the show though?
No.
On his he had a picture of Trump on his face on the back. The chain. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What's the cover album? It's that one where he has no shirt. Oh, he's looking gangster.
Oh,
like
that's
the
Get
gold
Rich or
shirt.
Die Trying.
Yeah. He put Trump's face on it.
It's pretty badass, man. Like
Yeah.
I don't care about politics. I don't care about any of it.
Which
but
is funny, dude.
It's just like funny that it's just wild. We're living. I think of that all the time. We're living through history.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you just gotta like take it for what it is. It's a moment. And I just like watching how this shit unfolds. Like the United States is dying. It's a fallen empire. It's like
So it's kind of Canada. In a
we're
way.
attached.
Yeah,
So they go down, we go down, unfortunately. But it's just
Where are we
wild.
going down, man?
We're what?
Where are we going down?
I know. It's bad.
Yeah.
It's real bad. We have talks sometimes here, and it's like Shane kind of follows us more. Or you know Shane? You met Shane? Yeah, and he was kind of filling me in, and I was like,
Oh boy.
it's not good. So
Nothing's
yeah,
good.
but whatever. I music. That's just I tell myself do music, focus on music, and don't worry about it. It's gonna happen whether I follow it or not.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just be aware of what's going on, you know.
Yeah.
But you don't like the news?
I just find it's bullshit.
You don't believe it?
Nah. Well, like obviously it's like some things are true, but like I don't know.
Don't blame you
I don't
at
know.
all, bro.
Yeah.
But it's funny the generational, like your grandparents, they watch the news.
Yeah.
CNN
All the time.
probably.
Yeah.
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 Probably on CNN.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
And if they're not, if they support Trump, they're on Fox.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you don't,
It's two sides to the same bird.
Yeah. There's no
Yeah. Like I just think politics are BS in general.
Yeah.
Like who controls what, like how much money you spend. It's all BS, dude.
It's
In the end, there's only 6 major
corporations.
Yeah.
corporations that own it all.
Like
Yeah,
everyone thinks
and
we
they
have
own
to
the government.
like everyone thinks we have to get on pretty much on our knees for Trudeau. In a way. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't like liberals. I'm not saying I like. I don't know who I like, but I know that we need a change. That
Yeah.
I can say for without. Like I'm not here like fuck Trudeau. I'm not one of those.
Oh, I'm not
people.
one of those guys too. I'm just
No.
saying in general. Like it's just stupid.
Yeah, we gotta. It's time to get some fresh blood in there.
Yeah.
Get them out. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, there's some people out there that are very like, and you know, everyone's entitled to their opinions and stuff.
Yeah.
But I just find like we're being divided.
Yeah.
You know, like it's all the same. It's the same bird. It's just a left and right wing.
Yeah.
Man, if one goes out, the other one comes in. Nothing changes. Just
Exactly.
shifts.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's terrible.
Yeah.
And that's our existence.
And the way it works too is just dumb. Like everyone, like they pick what we do for a living, pretty much. Like how much we spend, taxes, etc.
Oh yeah, where do they put the
Yeah.
money? Yeah.
Like-
they decide and they put a campaign together. And then the worst part is if you have a campaign, a liberal campaign platform, we'll say, liberal
Yeah.
platform, they have these things that they're doing. Well, I like that and that, but I hate these two things.
Yeah.
Conservatives have these 4 things. I like those 2, but I hate those 2. So like I like elements from both.
Yeah.
But I have to choose one, which is lame.
Yeah.
Then you have a third party, which I like. I'm glad we have 3 and not, well, we have more than 3, but like
Yeah.
the states have 2. You have 2 choices. Like,
Yeah,
God.
that's the states are unlucky.
yeah, man. But
You,
like,
you got to pick Sleepy Joe or a guy just got shot in the ear.
Sleepy Joe, bro.
Brutal truth right there.
Who was it? Someone said they're like, I don't want to be mean, but like Joe Biden would have died.
He should be right now, man. Like,
You get shot in the
how is
ear,
he
that
still
guy's dead.
standing? The memes on that guy, man.
Oh my! I feel bad. That's cruelty to animals. That's cruelty to people, man. That's what's that called when you're ageism? You mean to old people? That's not good. You're parading this man
Ageist.
around.
Oh,
You know what I mean? When
Yeah.
you're like abusive to the
Yeah.
elderly. You know?
Yeah.
It's elderly abuse. I don't know.
but for Joe Biden, it's the right cause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Biden, man. It was, I don't know. Just
Oh.
seeing him on there, the debates. It was like, oh my god.
I love watching the memes where he's like falling down like the airplane stairs and stuff. Like it's messed up, dude. Like you can't. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's bad.
It's just to think that guy's running. But that proves that it's not him running. It's not the president doing anything.
Is it? Yeah.
He's just the puppet. It's the
Yeah.
people behind the
Master
scenes. If you
puppets,
don't know
yeah.
by now, you're never gonna realize that like it's all
Yeah.
rigged.
It is. I know
It's wild.
Yeah.
Man. It's wild.
Yep.
We can go. I don't want to make this about politics,
Fair.
but it's fun to talk about, man. It's fun to watch what's going on. Some
Yeah.
people call it. There's like a meme going around where it's like this season on America. Here's what's happening.
Oh,
like, it's like a
God.
show almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's pretty crazy.
It's definitely gonna have like an SNL episode about that.
Oh yeah. Oh dude.
It's gonna be bad.
Yeah. That's gonna be
Uh,
funny. I'm looking forward to it. The meme.
It's gonna be so wrong, dude.
Yeah. SNL, man. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. Anyway, I don't want to keep you too long because you got to take off. What time is it? Let's see what time it is. 2. Okay, well, we got some time. How long
Okay.
we been going for, Joey?
Froze.
Oh, it froze? Yeah,
Darn.
it does that.
Moving again. It says 52:15.
Sweet. Okay, well, we'll talk for a little bit more. I'm curious
Sure.
about, like, when you were really young. Did you ever have a moment as a kid where you're like, when did you know you're like, music's cool?
Since I was about probably 9, 10, like I got into like Volume 3, Sublime Verse, Slipknot.
Oh, dude, that's a good
Yeah,
album.
I know,
man.
like that's
a
like,
great album.
and Avenged Sevenfold. I used to love Avenged Sevenfold. Like
Nice.
everything from Beast of Horror, like Nightmare. I love the song Nightmare itself. Like it was like one of my favorites.
Nice.
And
Like
then-
9 and 10?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's
dude.
like when I first started getting to, like I obviously like lighter stuff like Kiss and stuff growing up.
Yeah.
But then like found out about those bands and just got into it right away.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
And did
then
you get obsessed with songs? Like when I was a kid, I'd find a song and be like, again.
Yeah.
Again.
I actually have odd memories of when I was in my old house. I was around the same age, and me and my dad would watch old clips of Avenged Sevenfold with Mike Portnoy and stuff.
Okay.
Like, do you ever watch the live clips of the Nightmare tour?
No.
It was crazy. There was like giant crosses. It was like they made like a scene where like a construction worker fell and was like hanging by his neck. It was messed
Whoa.
up. He's like swinging across the stage.
Whoa.
It's absurd, dude.
That's nuts. Wow.
And I was like, that's metal.
That is metal.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. Ever dark, man.
It is dark.
crazy.
Yeah.
Do you like Lamb of God?
Yes.
I like
love Lamb of
Redneck.
God. Yeah.
That song's killer, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite song to play out of them is probably either Rednecks or Ghost Walking.
I don't know if I've heard Ghost Walking.
It starts off like an acoustic guitar and goes dun, 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 like I don't know how to explain it. It just goes in like get like acoustic and then right into the riff. It's
That's cool.
It's crazy, yeah.
Yeah, man. Some of those bands are nuts. Like,
Yeah.
what they're doing, the riffs, the speed.
Yeah.
It's insane, man.
Yeah.
And like to see them live, there's like what's that thing that Lamb of God does where he'll split the crowd?
Oh,
The
Wall
Wall
of
of Death, where
Oh.
you just run.
Did you
into
see
it.
Slaughter Prevailed do that?
No.
World record. It was
Whoa.
the biggest of all time at Hellfest, I'm very sure.
Whoa.
There was like the whole crowd split. Like, yeah, it
How many
was
people?
too much.
Holy! Were people hurt?
Probably. Yeah, there's a couple backstage. Like the singer Alex is terrible. Like went backstage like after the show because there was like a bunch of paramedics, like people and stuff.
Yeah.
For sure, like one guy broke his neck or something. He was
Oh.
like making sure he was okay and stuff. Yeah,
Don't. God damn.
I know.
Why people want to get hurt? I think people go to
That's
these
metal.
things
I'm
sometimes-
kidding.
Yeah, they want to be metal. They're like, I
Yeah.
want to feel pain today.
Yeah.
I want to punch someone
Yeah.
to have them punch me back. Like,
Yeah.
But
I'm
to see
swinging
these
my
people
arms
just-
around, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever do that stuff? You into moshing?
Oh, I love moshing. I just don't do like the crazy karate shit. Like I saw Reggie because like the shirt I'm wearing now is Reggie because I'm Sheen when I saw them in Ottawa.
Oh, sweet.
Like you remember like the age, like the time where it was like F Trudeau.
yeah.
Like it was right then. It was messed up. Like there was like protests and stuff like outside the Parliament and stuff like during the show. It was messed up.
What a band to have
Like-
going on at that. For the, like the
We
energy.
we were
of
honestly
Rage Against-
scared that there was gonna have a riot. Like my dad almost made us like not go because of it.
No way.
Cause like like Killing a Name, where it's like F you,
Yeah,
I won't
dude.
do it. Yeah.
Dude, that
Like the whole
energy must
crowd
have
was
been
whole
nuts.
crowd was in the air like that. It was yeah, and there was like 50, 60,000 people there.
That's sweet.
And I was in the front, like I was at the fence. Like
No shit.
so like the mosh pit was like maybe like 10, 15 feet away from the fence.
Okay.
So I was like, I started off because I got there way early just to make sure I have like a good spot.
Yeah,
So during Run the Jewels, which is a weird opening,
Dude.
but it was pretty cool.
they're so good.
I know, so I was chilling on the side almost. Made my way to like the mosh pit for Rage, and then went to the fence towards like the end.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was crazy.
That's dude. Just to see like, oh, dude, Tom Morello, what a guitar player, man.
Yeah.
Just unbelievably unique and just so innovative. And
But what sucks is that Zach like broke his like knee or something. That's why he had to sit down the whole show.
oh, I know.
Like half that tour. That's why they had to stop the tour. Just because his
Shit.
leg was fucked.
that sucks. That's
Yeah.
too bad, man.
It was
'Cause-
like 2 shows before the one, so the one I saw. So he had to get carried off by like 2 big dudes.
oh,
It was like sad in a way, but it was like you gotta do what you gotta do.
yeah, but man, that kind of like his energy.
Yeah, but like props to him for like still doing the show. Like he was
Absolutely.
sitting down the whole time, still like banging his head. So I was like, yeah,
That's cool.
yeah,
That's cool, man. He's nuts. I love it. Well, the reason Run the Jewel was an opener is because Zach does work on their stuff.
I was just say yeah, they did a couple of a couple songs together.
Yeah,
Like
they have some.
Just is a pretty cool song.
Just.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's probably one of my favorite songs.
I was looking at the comments on their song. It's like they released Zach like the Kraken. It's true because like he was like the biggest part of the song. And it was like the last part of it. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
dude. He
Yeah.
comes out. All the songs that he's on, he comes out at the end, and
Yeah.
he's killer. Killer Mike's amazing. Like the LP, the two of
Yeah.
them are like, that's a good band. That's a really good hip hop band. Like they're underrated. Not a lot of people know about them.
I know.
but
Yeah.
they're good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're the same kind of vibe. They're very political. They're very like,
Yeah, that's one of the reasons he probably does it is because it's political rap.
yeah.
It's
But
like-
it's political rap, but it's not overly like.
Yeah, it's
The
not like
music is
NWA.
not that.
It's like more chill. Like I would say like the most political rap group was probably NWA.
You think they were political? They were. Yeah, they were.
F the
pretty-
Police.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's old. Have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's that whole how that all unfolded is wild, man. Even now with the Drake and Kendrick beef, like I want to see that movie in 20 years, looking back at how
Yeah.
You know.
The
What-
Drake video, man.
Drake video. Which one?
The video.
Oh, the video.
the
yeah.
video.
I didn't see it, but that's like, come on. Apparently that was done on purpose. That was leaked
It-
on purpose.
Yeah, it was.
To attract his style of his PDF
Yeah.
style of liking girls. Yeah, man, very strange.
Damn it, Drake.
Drizzy Drake, BBL Drizzy.
Oh God.
Have you followed that beef at all?
A little bit. I don't know how to explain it. I just find it funny, honestly.
It's awesome.
Like, yeah.
Well, it's funny the fact that like I don't know. Do you remember? Well, we wouldn't remember, but you heard the Tupac and
Yeah.
Notorious B.I.G. They had their beef, and that at the time was the biggest beef, and everyone was like, "Whoa!" But it was so violent. It was
Yeah.
like, "We're gonna kill you." Now it's like, it's almost like I'm just gonna tell gossip about you now. The way beef is, you know.
Yeah.
It's just, but it's fun to see, and I'm a big Kendrick fan, and I think he's really skilled. So yeah, it's cool to see. I knew he was gonna win from the beginning. I'm like, don't even
Yeah.
do this, man. It's
Yeah.
a mistake. Don't do it. And he
Yeah.
did it. And I was like,
Just like MGK and Eminem, that was
Yeah.
hilarious.
yeah. But they were,
Like-
both those songs were good too. Like
Yeah.
MGK had his Rap Devil.
Yeah.
I didn't
was gonna
mind
say
it.
Yeah, I know. It was actually not too bad.
Yeah. Eminem just put out a new album.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
You heard it?
Yeah.
I don't mind it.
It's not his best.
It's not his best for sure,
Yeah.
but it's not his worst. Like
Yeah.
there was Music to Be Murdered By, which was terrible.
Yeah.
And then the one before that, which I believe was Revival, that was
I
awful.
think so.
Was it Revival? Kamikaze?
I think Kamikaze was before that. I think
Okay.
Revival was after that one.
Well, those were not as good. This one I find he went back to like the old style of like
Yeah.
the Slim Shady LP and all that.
Yeah.
And it's not bad.
Yeah,
I
I
like
mean, I'm
Toby.
also like forced to listen to that album like almost for repeat because of my work.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like the like pop channel, whatever, like the biggest hits, whatever. It's always Houdini,
Oh,
whatever the song is. I'm like, oh boy,
I don't like that.
here
too
we
much.
go again. There's
Yeah.
like 3 songs that play like 10 times a day. I'm like,
Yeah, and Houdini's just.
yeah,
I like Toby.
fair.
Yeah, it's more. I don't know. It just shows a better side of him. Like Houdini reminds me a lot of like his old stuff, and
Yeah.
it was not. I was like, yeah, skip. But I've been rocking his album the last couple days at the gym there, just
Yeah.
like going over it again and again.
Fair.
Yeah. So what other rap are you into?
would say I'm like I like rap. I'm just not like extremely into it. Like I
Right.
like older stuff.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
I listen to like some NWA and stuff like Tupac and stuff. But yeah, like
Tupac's unreal.
yeah,
Yeah, and that's another who had a huge impact and died early.
yeah,
The Notorious B.I.G. too, Biggie.
yeah.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's just wild to like. And then there's new guys. I don't know if you follow. Like, do you know who like XXX and
Yeah, I was
Tentacion
gonna
are?
say. So yeah, I was also gonna mention that was like when I was like sixth grade, around the time when he died. Like that's like the stuff I was into, because
Yeah.
that's like everybody was into that like that age.
He was one of the. I think he was one of the next big guys.
Same
and
for
the other
Juice
one-
World
Juice WRLD
Yeah.
was the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was
and Lil Peep.
Lil Peep. Yeah, he died really, really quick.
Yeah, he was like 22 or something like that.
Yeah,
Maybe
and-
young. Was he? I think he was 22.
maybe even younger, dude.
Yeah.
Lil Peep.
His
Yeah,
early 20s. Yeah.
Juice WRLD could freestyle, man.
Yeah.
I saw him in a. Well, I think what's Vlad TV on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, do you see him live?
No, but he was on here and literally 10 minutes of just, and it was good. It all
Yeah.
made sense. It was just, and they switched the beat and he'd change his flow and it was just
Fair.
so good.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad to think like that was where music was headed. Like they were kind of the big heavy hitters and then they were cut off so quick. So
Yeah.
now there's almost no one new coming up that's really.
Especially like XXX. Like the way he died is just brutal. Like
They
he was
think
just.
Drake killed him.
Yeah. Yeah.
You heard that too?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got shot.
It's in the songs too.
He talks about it.
Yeah, he's like never shot below the neck or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, ugh.
That's wild. And I
Yeah.
think during the Kendrick Drake beef, Kendrick put out a song called 616 in LA, and the cover was a Maybach Love, and that's what X was looking to buy when he
Yeah.
got killed.
Oh
It
boy.
was a bike, I think.
Yeah,
or
it was a
some-
motorcycle. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like he got out of the bike shop, went in his car, and got.
and got yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
His
'cause
uncle
him
was in the car too, but he
Who's that?
survived.
Who's that?
X's uncle.
No shit.
Yeah, he was in a passenger seat and he escaped.
Whoa.
Like the guy started shooting, there's videos where he just ran away. Like he ran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but they didn't want him. They
Yeah,
were there for
exactly.
him.
Yeah.
And because Drake was stealing music from him.
Yeah.
He was taking ideas and stuff, and X was very vocal about it. He was like, "Yo, if
Yeah.
if anything happens to me,"
Yeah.
he even said it. If anything happens to me, look at the OVO camp.
Another probably one of my favorite beefs of all time was Ozzy Osbourne. I can't remember who. It was. I think it wasn't Drake. I don't think it was some famous rapper.
With Ozzy?
Yeah.
They were beefing?
Yeah. It was like earlier January.
Really?
Yeah, cause it was Kanye. It was Kanye and Ozzy.
Yeah, okay.
I'm serious.
I know it makes sense. Kanye,
Because Kanye was using his songs live. Like he was like
Oh.
singing on top of it, or like using some parts like War Pigs and stuff. I was like, oh boy.
yeah, he can't do that.
Yeah, he can't do that.
Kanye seems to think he can do whatever he wants, though.
Yeah.
So, but there's mental health issues there, I think. Big time.
There was, and then there was pictures of oh god, Kanye. Let's just say he had a doll of Shannon, and
Shannon?
Osbourne, Ozzy's wife, and then he like made a whole public joke about it. It was bad. Like that's how he got
Jesus.
back at him.
Yeah, no kidding. Ozzy was pissed. He just keeps doing
Yeah.
dumb shit. Kanye's so.
I know. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's another one that you're like. You talked about Lars, then there's Kanye. It's like, but he makes good. Do you ever listen to Kanye's albums?
Earlier stuff. I don't really like his new stuff.
Yeah, well, his new. I like Yeezus. That album, just sonically, what was happening. I was
Fair.
like, whoa, these instrumentals are like hard.
Yeah.
But the earlier stuff is where he was good, and then he got weird, and he got
I know. And
Kanye. I'm
he
Kanye.
became a douche.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but just man, he's a good producer though, for
Yeah.
sure. His
But
newer
he's
stuff, Vultures.
Yeah.
Which he's doing with Ty Dolla $ign.
Is it?
Yeah, it's him and Ty Dolla $ign.
That's sick.
Yeah, and he there's a couple songs on there, but there's one. It's called Back to Me, and there's a sample from some Kevin Smith movie. But the hook is the sample. It's really interesting. If you have time, if you want to check it out, called Back to Me.
Yeah.
I don't want to give it away because I don't want to get all into that
Fair.
now. But yeah, check it out if you have time.
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a pretty wild producer. But yeah. Anyways, bro, I can go all day talking about rap.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
But anyways, man, we'll stop it there. You cool?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out, man.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, we'll have you back and keep us posted on what's going on, and you
Sweet.
know, we'll yeah.
Cool.
All right, buddy. Thanks again, man.
Peace.
All right, peace.
our sound. Welcome to our sound.
Welcome to our sound.
Welcome to our sound.